Hi, I'm Abhishek from GM University, first year MBA section. We can make a project on Power BI dashboards. In this project, where my topic name is coffee shop sales dashboard. For example, it's an Abhi coffee shop sales dashboard. For this project, we can get a data set from KAGGLE platform. Through that, we can start with creating a dashboard when using a Power BI platform, Power BI application. Through that, we can first get get the data sets for import the unzip the files and get to the Power BI platform. And the first step is we can get on this web page. We can get an get data or an other else they can mention the Excel worksheet in the workbook in an option, and we can extract the all data from an Excel sheet. Through that, after the extracting data, we can view in a table view. In table view, we can check the name and check the name and data types which were is corrected or not on decimals, whole number, which were a problem to our after the dashboard creations. First, we will check that what are the which are the correct or not, and we check that we are all the correct. On this, after that we can set a background color with then a light cream color with an exact code exact code also has there will mention in the fx also. We can go through the visualizations, and they have a format visualization, and in canvas background we can add a color for a background color also. And after that we can add add a text box for a title of the dashboard. We can add a title text box. Through that, we can add our title called B Coffee Shop, a B Coffee Shop sales dashboard. After that, we can analysis that table. What are the visualization I can be done from this? Uh, okay, I'm coming from this dashboard. We can create a coffee shop sales. What are the total sales? What are the number of transactions, and what are the average transactions value, and sales by payment type? What are the payment types of? We can analyze that in the coffee shops. Uh, in my coffee shop. On that, we can create an first we can create through the card we can take in a visualization. We can take that card in, that we can take a card of after we can input in the total sales. We can input in the in table in data column. uh, we can add the add and drag the money column which were mentioned it which are the shown as a sum of money. We can it can be shows that some one it can shows that 1.15.4 k dollars. We can mention in dollars. Only we can also mention in rupees also, but we mention in dollars also. Okay. And on second one, what are the transaction? What are the number of transaction in a coffee shop that were we can take through a number of transactions, where we can use a card. Again we can use a uh, card visualization. Through that we can add an like can add an a coffee shop name. We can add an a coffee shop name, and we can in that field, so we can extract that and select and count. After that we can get an something 3,636 number of transactions were there. After that the average transactions value, the average transaction value also we can take an a card visualization, and input it an what are the uh, in data column. We can again we can input the money, and in that in this time we can in fields we can arrow mark and down arrow mark in that we can select the average of that. We select the average. After that we can get what is the average transaction value or in the what happened in the coffee shop. It was the showcase the what is the we can showcase the what is the value we can average transaction value is incurred. After that, we can know that what are the transactions by through or cash or code. We can insert an donut chart. We can insert our donut chart by applying the in table data column. We can apply the cash types and cash type to the legends and money to the values. Uh, we can get an get an data. We can get an data to the card. Uh, Card as 97.2% were transactions were made through an card, and 2.8% are made through an cash. After that, we can build another visual for our revenue by the coffee tab. Revenue. What are the revenue collected by the which are the variants of an coffee in a cafe? Uh, so that we can then separate for an each visualization. We can build an something we can formatting with an format visual which can be edited up on font size or a category label. We can on or off. Within effects also we can give an color coding of an background for an visualization for every visualization. These are the visualization. After that we can know the revenue from an with coffee variants or types. From the first we can in that we can take an bar graph, then take an stacked bar chart. From this we can add an stacked bar chart. We can input that uh, next axis has a coffee value and uh, in y-axis has a coffee value and x-axis is a money. Through that we can add to an get in data from the coffee name as in represented in an y-axis and other in x-axis we can represent an what are the money we can revenue generated from the coffee types. After that from a latte we can mention that we can click on the latte and there are two tips we can show that what is the value revenue for taken from there that we can also click on the bar also. We can show that in every graph for the changes what are the transaction with particularly we can make what are the total sales from latte and number of transactions and the average transactions values and the sales by the what are the payments for card and cash. From this we can make an perfect as an what are the we can know that what is the individual sales total sales from that product individual product. uh, and we can check also in within every types. uh, we can American cappuccino, Americo, and chocolate or chocolate and cocoa. We can get an every total sales from an different product of different product type or variant of a coffee. From this, we can get an exact data of what are the sales for high demand in an coffee shop. What we can what we can customer preference and other things. From this, we can learn from what are the in my dashboard. After that, we can move to the next with a line visualization, then line chart. In visualization, we select a line chart through that we can take a new measure for that. Uh, for that, we can select an table one in data column and select and take a new measure. From this new measure, we can take that from this new measure we can take that take an again new measure and first we can take an sales as a title for DAX function. It's a sum. We can use the DAX function as a sum and table one in the money. We can add that in the exact form of formula and we can get that new measure also in the title as sales. Another new measure also we can take that the transactions. In the transaction we can use a transaction transactions, we can use the DAX function of count rows from a table one. What are the transactions or total transaction happened? That were the we can calculate to the new measure, and that we can add after that we can add a chart with a line chart visualization. We can in x-axis we can use an week we can add an weekdays, and in y-axis we can add an transactions, and in secondary y-axis we can add sales as a new measure. Through that we can give it gives an visualization of line chart. Through that we can add an slicer also. For that we can make an exact some sales trend by day. From this visualization we can make an day sales. What are the day sales? We can see in that from exactly from day sales. What are the day sales we can mention in the visualizations, and in month sales we can show that we can click on the control, and click on that month sales. We can get the data from the what are the sales or happened in the month sales, and we can also get an day sales also. Through that we can make an essential use for that. uh, Through that we can make an the project on a coffee shop sales dashboard. So that the this coffee shop sales board the total sales for we can get an KPIs for these are the KPIs: total sales, number of transactions, and average transactions value on sales by payment types. We can as a key performance indexes, which can be used for than a coffee shop. We can understand the coffee shop owner can understand what are the sales, what what are the products we can morely the customers were prefer. Through that we can what the product will be gain the revenue from that product. These are my product. Thank you. These are my project, sorry, and my project, and thank you.